Breaking. Welcome to today's news. Here is the headlines. Exposed. Tinubu is not responsible for Nnamdi detention. Nigerians in shock as Igbo leader reviews. See details. Exposed. Tinubu is not responsible for Nnamdi detention. Nigerians in shock as Igbo leader reviews. So my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news, and please do ensure you like, subscribe and share. Now the details. Chike Obidigbo, an aging statesman and industrialist, has expressed his disgust with the way some Igbo leaders are handling the calls for Mazi Nnamdi release. He chastised Southeast lawmakers for aggravating Kanus' situation and warned them not to make it worse. Obidigbo asserted that even though Kanu is being detained, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not to be blamed for this. Obidigbo argues that politics shouldn't be involved in Kanu's situation, as security is the main concern. In a discussion with journalists in Awka, Anambra State on July 7, Obidigbo emphasized the need for peaceful diplomacy rather than politicization to secure a political resolution for Kanu's release. He noted that some politicians' fervent actions are driven by ignorance and self-interest. Obidigbo expressed concern over Kanu's precarious situation and the troubling silence from Britain on his plight. I woke up this morning with a very heavy heart, he stated. I must say that I disagree with the approach taken by our political elite in advocating for Mazi Nnamdi release. I believe Igbo politicians are merely appeasing the public by hastily joining the growing calls for Kanu's release from an unjust and prolonged imprisonment. Obidigbo further clarified that Kanu's detention is not solely attributable to President Tinubu, former President Muhammadu Buhari, or the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Since Kanu's issue raises security concerns, Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, NSA, needs to become engaged. Even while the president might not be able to completely liberate Kanu, he still has the power to influence events if he so desires, he said. As a British citizen, Obidigbo said that Kanu's actions in Britain went against British economic interest in Nigeria. The British government was also accused by Obidigbo of being involved. He added that Britain was unable to capture Kanu on British territory because to potential international response. They therefore devised a worldwide conspiracy to abduct Kanu in Kenya and transport him against his will to Nigeria. British involvement in the international conspiracy to lure Kanu to Kenya stemmed from their awareness that Africans are immoral and have little respect for the law. Then they kidnapped him from Kenya and took him forcibly and illegally to Nigeria. If they had carried out their actions somewhere else than Africa, there would have been their repercussions. According to Lobidibo, they were aware that something like this could only happen in Africa. In his farewell speech, he denounced the British High Commissioner for not being more invested in Kanu's case and said that their primary objective was to persuade Kanu to abandon his dream of a Biafra. In a statement, Obidigbo highlights the complexities of Kanu's situation, emphasizes the need for a more diplomatic approach and calls on lawmakers to proceed cautiously and responsibly. To my dear listeners,